What is going on, everybody? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and I'm back with episode 2 of my hardcore agent playthrough. Agent Swole, which you just saw up on screen, we created him in episode 1. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. And we also made it through all the initial cutscenes and up to the White House. So we're now up into the White House, and we're going to do a little exploration up here, I think. And then, if I remember correctly, our first mission will be to get over to the theater settlement. I was having some sound issues in episode 1. I think I figured those all out. There was a desync issue that I wasn't quite happy with Shadowplay, but we've got that under control. Anyway, making it into the beautifully crafted White House. I remember the first time I was able to actually make this when I did a kind of pre-playthrough prior to the game's release, and I got to see it, and I was like really, really impressed. Cutscene, I'll shut up.
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this villainy. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
By the way,
All right, cutscene over. We got to go talk to the quartermaster downstairs. Of course, when you first start off, nothing is unlocked. I'll make a couple, I guess, quick recommendations for those of you who haven't done this. Probably going to want one offensive and one healing. To kind of, oh man, this ballistic shield. I'm always attracted to ballistic shields. I usually like to go for a turret. Gives me a little extra kick. And then later on, I'll go for a healing skill. Also, later on this playthrough, hopefully I'll record those episodes. We're going to try and unlock some of the perks. And one of those is the extra XP for, you know, tactical kills and things like that. Obviously, we want to rank up as quickly as possible, get as many XP points for the kills that we are obtaining. So that's going to be over in the perks, which are not unlocked yet. Anyway, we've got the turret unlocked. Let's go ahead. More hints popping up. Let's go ahead and make our way over to the theater. It's a little bit east of here. Pretty easy to get to. We'll take a look at what's going on. It's been a while since I've actually played these initial missions. But like I mentioned in episode 1, these to me are the meat and potatoes of this game. This initial 1 to 30, we call it grind, but the playthrough, and then the world tiers 1 through 4, I thought was just really, really well done. There were some, you know, some janky things, some graphics, you know, like I've run into like paint cans, you know, floating off the ground and things like that. I'm gonna turn off the hints here. You know, like I guess, you know, some pixels that weren't quite behaving. I guess we can put it that way. But yeah.
They're a bunch of vicious assholes who prey on the weak and vulnerable and kill for kicks. And they destroy whatever they can't steal for themselves. And they've been an especially serious problem for the theater settlement. Given our situation, we need the help of the settlements. They can't do much if they're struggling to survive. So see what you can do to take some
grab some resources.
But don't forget that we have to get the Shade Network back to
just
full
up
strength.
there. Let's hit that.
Places,
there we go.
The division has been the only thing holding people together. But where DC is the priority.
There's this little underground passage over here. It's not much. It just goes underneath the stairs, but there's a lot of resources over here, and there is a weapons chest. I like to grab that pretty quickly. Sometimes there's some good stuff in there. Ideally, if I'm going to try and go for 0 deaths, there's a hyena box. I'm probably going to want to go for something. Oh, perfect. Here we go. A rifle. ACR SS. For those of you who watched the Best in Class Rifle video that I put out, the ACR SS, as I promptly missed this lock, It was the #1 DPS rifle in the comparison. However, it's a little bit difficult to control. It's got some pretty strong vertical recoil. I personally would prefer a Mark 17, better known as a Scar H. Hits almost as hard, but very easy to control. It's almost like a freaking laser beam. So I'd probably much prefer to find one of those. Okay, up here on the stairs. We're going to grab all the comms. Excuse me, all the comms that we can. Those are extra XP. So we want to grab them as quickly as possible on the way, but I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm just going to... Any of this stuff's going to be better than the gray loot that I have right now. Anyway, grab the comms if you can, but I'm not going to go out of my way to try and go source and find all of them right now, because this is just, you know, how quickly can we get to 30? No, I'm not going to shoot the deer. Alright, so here we go. Let's try out the ACR SS. You can see it rises pretty quickly. I got to control the throttle just a little bit more here. There we go. Okay, AKM. Be nice to have. Probably put that on in place of the shoddy. There we go. So AKM is probably going to kick just as hard. Vertical recoil. I can control it pretty well with the mouse, but with the ACR SS, it all comes down to probably just trigger control, not pulling the trigger so fast. Can really reduce the recoil. Alright, so we're going to try out the turret here. Let me get to a good spot. There we go. Put the turret on something so it has some elevation. Let it lock on. Alright, there's the AK. AK hits pretty well. One over there on the right. He's toast. Oh, you want to shoot a grenade, huh? Okay. Yeah, bye. So there we go. In general, I would probably say if you can avoid tackling red bars right now, that's probably the best way to do it. Killing NPCs right now is not the most efficient way to build up XP. We just need to get over there and get these main missions done. So if they're unavoidable, if they're right in the middle of the street, yeah. I can't take much damage right now. I think I have like 8 armor bars, something like that, maybe 7. So I do need to clear them out, but in general, they don't reward you with much XP. Leave the side missions until the very end once you've completed all the main missions, because remember they do scale to your level. But what we need to do is we need to concentrate on the main missions. That's what we're doing. So we're heading over to the theater settlement. We need to meet up with Odessa. We have more red bars. I don't want to just run around them. They are hyenas. So the spice girls, those are the ones that get all intoxicated on the spice, and I get the extra like adrenaline health bars and things like that. They're pretty quick. They'll run you down, and they're tenacious. They will run and run and run. They will chase me all the way to the theater. Shoot it through the windshield. There we go. So I do want to down those pretty quickly. Look at all of the amazing clutter all over this intersection. It's absolutely phenomenal. There's just so much crap all over the place. It really adds to the ambiance and the smoke and the mist and all sorts of things. I am playing on PC, as I mentioned in episode 1. So we're on full ultra, so I have everything, even volumetric fog cranked up to ultra, just so you can get the full experience. I play in 2K, so hopefully whatever device you're watching this on does this game justice, because it's absolutely beautifully crafted. Never had an issue with that, other than, like I said, some of the janky pixels that I've seen before, like, you know, objects floating when they're not supposed to, and just in general things not working the way they should as far as the environment goes. Okay, that guy just burned himself up. I don't know why I'm taking the time to do this. I could probably just kill all these guys with the AK pretty quickly. He's already dead. One more over there, and ran out of ammo. There we go. Finish him off. There we go. Run through the intersection again. So we're still heading east, heading over to the theater. We do need to unlock that, and then that'll start unlocking all the missions for us. Another collectible, 41 XP. Obviously, the first mission we're going to do after this, and then I'll probably do that in the next episode, will be Grand Washington. But hopefully you're enjoying this playthrough. For those of you who've never been able to see this mission on PC, or actually experience it in the fidelity that I played in, into the resolutions, which is 2K, full ultra, you're getting a taste of it right now. So here we are at the theater. It's actually one of my favorite comms, the one that was just talking in the background, where he talks about how the dogs ate the prisoners. And I remember playing this in the beta. Boom. There you go. So we're on the rooftop at the theater. Made it here. I don't even think I actually took any damage at all on the way over here. I killed everything before I could actually shoot back. But like I said, once again, try and avoid NPCs on the open street. They slow you down. They don't give you much XP. At least that's what I found. Another comm up here. So do the ones in mission, obviously. But try and stay away from the ones on the street. They just, like I said, slow you down. You got to kill thousands of them to try and rank up versus hitting up a main mission, which can rank you up very quickly. Another comm.
Okay, Peter. This is how it's going to be. If you interrupt me again,
where's the other one?
And if you pollute anyone here with
oh, here it is.
I'll throw you off the roof. Is that clear enough for you?
Yeah.
Where'd you take him? Is he still alive?
What's that? All I hear is some bitch that keep...
All right, let's talk to Odessa.
If you're looking for Agent Kelso, she just left. I should have gone with her. But I'd only slow her down. I know you got your own problems to deal with. But them hyena motherfuckers took my little girl. To get to me. If you can help, I'll be on your debt. And I always pay my debts.
All right, so cutscene over. Isaac's talking to us. We get another portion of the map, so now it unlocks Grand Washington, which is our first main mission, level 2. We're going to be soloing all this stuff anyway. Check out the rooftop just a little bit more. Probably not much more that I need to do up here, if I remember correctly. I'm going to get rid of some of this gear I picked up, and let's see what the vendor has. Oh, perfect. There we go. Military Mark 17. That is definitely what I want over this ACR. Mark 17 is a fabulous weapon to have for those of you that are struggling with your playthroughs, or, you know, maybe you're just looking for something to take on NPCs at a easy range. Mark 17 fires fast, very low recoil, hits hard, fires a 7.62 round, 20 round, should be a 20 round, yeah, 20 round detachable box magazine, and later on when we get our extended mag, that'll help out quite a bit. So we're definitely going to put that on. I much prefer that over the ACR, even though the ACR is going to hit a little bit harder. The Mark 17 is much easier to control. So we'll go ahead and jump down here, probably end this episode here. It's probably long enough, and then the next episode we'll make our way up to Grand Washington and make it through Grand Washington. Anyway, if you're enjoying this run-through, I would appreciate it if you could smash that sub button, and while you're here, make sure and click on the bell icon to receive all notifications from my YouTube channel. If you're interested in supporting the channel, I'll leave Patreon and Teespring merch links in the video description below. You can follow me over on Twitter. Until my next one, this is Buzz. Peace out.